Hi, Daniel Bukevsky. It's the 6th week of learning portfolio entries. Basically, there's not much to reflect about this week, so I want to take this time as an opportunity to really explain Accolade to you because I feel like I haven't really done it in the last 6 entries. So here we go. So a little summary of what Accolade's about. Here we have this bubble picture essentially, and this really encapsulates the Accolade's vision and Accolade's scopes for the next year and also potentially for the next 10 years. So we start with the vision. So Accolade's vision is to legitimize and enable learning pathways by recognizing all skills developed throughout life. So our aim is to recognize skills that any individual can earn at any point in life, whether it be school, work, hobbies, or anything. So to be able to do that, we need to go down to the infrastructure and basically understand what a digital badge is. So if you're not familiar with the concept of a digital badge, it's essentially a picture which represents an achievement or a skill that one can earn, and within that picture there lies metadata or information about that skill. So that could be what the skill's called, what's involved within the skill, what timestamp you earned that skill, and who gave you that skill. So that's essentially a digital badge. And then there's the Open Badges Standard, which is a worldwide standard created by the company Mozilla, and they've put down a few ground rules within the realm of digital badges and digital badge use. So after we understand a little bit about the infrastructure, we then go to the skills bubble, so the orange bubble. And this is essentially the domain where people are able to gain skills or earn skills. Specifically, we're focusing on education and business and government, but not so much. So within education and business, I think that's where a high rate of skills are earned and need to be recognized essentially. Drilling down into the education bubble, we see a whole variable range of different scopes that Accolade could potentially work towards. So we could aim for higher education as a whole. So can we create a digital badge system for all higher education? So that includes universities, your TAFEs, your CITs, or we could drill it down to a single university where that could just be, we do it for either ANU or UC, and then we go even further and could we do it for a degree or different kinds of degrees? And essentially it propagates all the way up. For tech launches specifically, I think we're going to aim for a digital badge system to complement a degree structure as an upper bound. We would like to see us doing this by the end of the year, but to be completely honest, I think we might settle for doing it for one course. If we can show that we can create a digital badge system to complement a course within ANU, then we can do it for many courses, and then that means we can do it for a degree, and then we can do it for many degrees, and then it just goes back up the bubble tree. Also, we could potentially combine it with the business side of things. So if you scope down into the business bubble, you can see skills that are earned within business institutions, skills that are earned at work experience, certification, they're earned in training courses. So if we could make a relation between skills you earn in a degree at uni in combination with skills you learn at work, hopefully you can fast track your learning journey essentially. So in summary, essentially Accolade is a digital badge system that aims to recognize skills that anyone can earn at any facet in life. And specifically for the scope of Tech Launcher, we're aiming to implement this within a degree structure. And I think that if we're able to accomplish that, then Accolade could literally scale into a much, much bigger thing. And who knows, big things could happen from there. So the next phase of the project is that I've assigned each member of the group a task to speak to people who will potentially use this system and essentially try and get out as much information as they can. Basically try to elicit as many requirements as they can by talking to people about Accolade, and then in about 2 weeks or so we're going to come back and start following the agile process of turning them into user stories, turning them into epics, prioritizing them, and then from that we're able to establish a schedule for the year. And when we have a good baseline of requirements and a good understanding of the feasibility and schedule for the year, we can then just dive into the implementation side of things. That essentially concludes week 6. Bye.